that, Chase?
Everything. My plan to run, plan to pass, my hands, hips. Just the regular fundamentals of a great DN.
You're healthy this year. How much of a difference that could be? The ankles are, I'm assuming, fine.
Yeah. They feel real good. I'm not too worried about them. I still do little rehab, every day, just to keep them up to beat. But they feel real good.
What's your responsibility as a leader now, Chase? I mean, you were pretty much one last year, but now it's like, Malik Harrison and you, a couple of the veterans on that side. I mean, what does that mean to you?
Just not really talk about it, but just try to lead by example, because that's what people are going to follow, how you play. And, that's what I started today trying to do. And, I'm just going to try to do that for the whole season.
I was asking him, do y'all even dwell on last year? I mean, because there were some things that weren't too good defensively. Or what's your focus, I guess, as you go into this camp talking to the younger guys?
Yeah, we definitely don't dwell on last season. I seen today, the DBs, the linebackers, D-line, we was all fired up. I feel like the DBs, their confidence is through the roof right now. We had a coaching change. So we put last year in the past, and our head, we just facing forward, and we just try to move the train.
Chase, you were talking about leading by example, but it seems like in those first 30 minutes that we got to watch, we also heard you quite a bit. Are you trying, is that a conscious effort to speak up more?
Yeah, just to be more vocal. That was one thing that I talked to Coach Mick about, he taught me about doing. Just trying to lead the guys and be more vocal. So, but if you try to lead vocally, you got to put it on the field too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you're gonna only way you're gonna be followed. So yeah.
Is that something that's comfortable for you? Is that?
Yeah. I never had a problem with being vocal. It's just it's my time to be vocal now. So I'm gonna step up to the plate.
Coach, they said it seems like you're a lot more serious this season. Like, I guess, what do you think he meant by that?
I feel like it's just it's that time. Just I talked to Coach Jay. It's just that time for me to step up and just be the player that I want to be. And I feel like this year is that year.
The assumption is that, like Nick Bosa last year, third year is going to be the last year. Are you prepared to say anything about that?
Nah.
You've put on some really deep and talented defensive lines here. How does this one compare as far as depth and talent with the other D lines?
I feel like this year we have a lot of sleepers that a lot of people, other than you guys, haven't heard about across the country. Tyreek Smith, he's going to be a wicked guy coming off the edge. People don't know about him. Tommy Togiai, another guy. I think really inside we're really deep right now, especially at nose tackle. And, we got 3-tech, Teron Vincent, he coming up too. So I feel like we're more deep this year inside than outside, but all in all, we'll be really good.
Chase, you can't control injuries necessarily, right? I mean,
right, yeah, you just play.
But what can you do? You mentioned sort of the rehab every day with your ankles. You're so important to this team. What are you thinking about? Just like, I want to maximize how good I can be, but I also need to make sure I take care of my body and stay on the field.
Well, that's not my job. My job is when I get in practice or when we're taking team reps to go as fast and as hard as I can. Coach Johnson, he'll take care of that, my reps and things like that. But, I try really not to worry about it. I just try to go for the 6A to B every time I step on the field. So.
Chase, the big question last year for Nick was, are you finally going to get to take more snaps than just being part of a rotation, like a heavier workload? Is that a conversation that you and Coach Jay have had for this year, that you expect to be on the field more than just that you have in the first two seasons?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I even feel like last year when Nick went down, it was I took 92 plays against the game in Washington. So, that was a lot of plays for me. But going from that, I feel like if I can do that, then hey, I can just be out there. But we talked about it here and there. His goal for me is to give me enough plays where I can play full speed in all of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's my goal for this year.
Hey Chase, you were so fit before. Were you able to make any strides in that area in the off season?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was really trying to work on my legs, just get more explosive, and stuff like that, and definitely be conditioned, stay in shape. Even though, I just feel like summer workouts, they can't really get you in football shape. Only way you get in football shape is if you play football. But I just still try to do extra work and things like that. But yeah.
Speaking of explosive, we've heard a lot of people say that the plan that they've got for you guys up front this year will allow for that because it's simpler, I guess.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's simpler, but a lot. He's going to give us more plays to just go straight. not too much slanting. We definitely going to slant, but just more plays we're going to just be going straight in. He's going to let us play.
When did y'all start using the fence rep out there where y'all are attaching the fence?
Oh, this summer.
This summer?
Yeah, this summer.
And what do you get out of that?
He wants to work on how low you get off. If the fence moves, I mean, using your hips to strike it. You know, Coach Day, you never really can question what he does.
But, Coach Day came up with that, or Coach
Not
Jay?
Coach Jay.
Coach Jay.
Yeah,
Coach Jay.
you can never really question what he does.
But when he first said get up there against the fence, what was y'all's first reaction? What was your first reaction?
I did what he said.
What's the weirdest thing he's ever had you guys do?
You said what?
What's the weirdest thing in your opinion, he's ever had you guys do?
I don't know. I just like, I don't really think anything he has to do is weird, because I always know it's going to pay off in the end. It's going to help me in some way, you know, on the field. So I don't really think nothing really is weird. But you know, he the guru. You can ask him. Mm-hmm.
I know you're a guy who has very high expectations for yourself. You've obviously played at a very high level. Are you satisfied with the level that you've played at, and what do you want to do this year?
Nah, not really. I feel like looking at the film from last year, I can use my hands a lot better. I feel like I can get off the ball better. It's just a lot of stuff where I'm really nitpicky about, and you know, that's why, you know, we got camp, and I'm gonna work on the things I need to work on to become a better player this year.
Chase, you know the history of the pass rushers that have come through Ohio State. Ideally, where would you like to fit into that by the time your career is over at Ohio State?
I mean, I'd say the best. I mean, everybody want to be the best. You know, that's what I strive for every day. Just try to be the best player I can be. And if it's number 1 or 2 or 3, you know, then it is what it is. But I just know to myself, I try to be the best player.
How do you measure that? I mean, some people see sacks as a number. I mean, how would you measure that? One of the best defensive ends in Ohio State history.
I mean, if you look at it, got to be the numbers. You know, tackles, sacks, TFLs, things like that. And not even just that. How well do you disrupt offenses? You know, every game. Pressures. You know, it doesn't have to be a sack every play, but if you beat your man every time, you get the ball off fast. Nothing you can do. So
last one.
Yeah.
Ryan Day was in this situation before, leading you guys in training camp. Is he any different this August, this practice, than he was a year ago?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's a head coach, so he's definitely, you know, really that front runner. You know, we looked at him. He's definitely, you know, leading the whole pack. We do practice a little bit differently. So, you know, I love Coach Day, and I'm gonna follow behind him every step.